Welcome to Golden Flame Star. Do you remember rushing through dinner and chores just to make it back in time for your favorite show? That golden hour, when the TV glow filled the room, and those familiar faces felt like part of the family. In this video, we're revisiting the iconic television stars, how time changed them, what life put them through, and why those classic series still live in our hearts today. Kristen Davis became TV's sweethearted icon as Charlotte York on Sex and the City, balancing innocence with surprising strength. Off-screen, she built a stable, private life far from Hollywood drama, and many fans note her smart real estate investments that helped her grow lasting wealth. Never married, she chose motherhood on her own, adopting 2 children and keeping family life mostly out of the spotlight. Now 60, she looks radiant and genuinely happy. Meredith Baxter became a 1980s TV touchstone as Elise Keaton on Family Ties, earning Emmy recognition for her warmth and realism. Off-screen, she faced life-changing battles, surviving breast cancer, later speaking openly about her identity and using her platform to support LGBTQ+ and health causes, while continuing steady TV movies and guest roles. Now 78, she's remembered for turning the sitcom mom into a modern, compassionate role model. Bryan Cranston spent years as a working actor, commercials, guest spots, and steady grind, before TV finally made him a household name. He brought lovable chaos as Hal on Malcolm in the Middle, then shocked the world by reinventing himself as Walter White on Breaking Bad. Now 69, this respected dramatic powerhouse remains a constant awards magnet, proving it is never too late to redefine a legendary career. Tim Allen's story is one of TV's biggest reinventions. After serious legal trouble in his early years, he rebuilt his life through stand-up comedy. He became a 90s fixture as Tim, the Tool Man Taylor, on Home Improvement, then returned to prime time with Last Man Standing. Now 72, he's remembered for shaping modern family sitcom energy and big laugh warmth. Chris Noth became a defining TV figure as Mr. Big on Sex and the City, then proved his range on Law and Amp, Order, and The Good Wife. His career later hit turbulence after multiple women accused him of sexual assault and other sexual misconduct, with reported allegations including incidents in Los Angeles and New York. He has denied the claims and said the encounters were consensual. Now 71. He remains linked to iconic TV eras. Kelsey Grammer made Frasier Crane a legend across Cheers and Frasier. Despite his massive success, his life was marred by the murders of his father and sister, followed by years of severe substance abuse. Now 70, Grammer stands as a symbol of resilience, having overcome devastating family tragedies and personal addictions to remain one of the most disciplined and iconic performers in sitcom history. Robin Williams first lit up television as the wildly original Mork on Mork and Amp. Mindy then became a once-in-a-generation star who could make you laugh and cry in the same breath. Behind the brilliance, he faced serious struggles with depression and later a devastating brain disease that affected his daily life. California authorities confirmed he died by suicide at his home in 2014. He was 63. Peter Falk made Columbo iconic, proving a rumpled raincoat and calm questions were more powerful than action hero swagger. Despite his brilliant career, Falk's later years were marked by a tragic battle with Alzheimer's disease and dementia. He died in 2011 at 83, leaving behind one of television's most timeless detective performances. Today, fans continue to cherish his legacy, remembering him as a master of understated, intellectual brilliance. Ed O'Neill became the ultimate long-game TV success, grinding through years of rejection before breaking out as Al Bundy on Married with Children. He later reinvented himself as Jay Pritchett on Modern Family, helping define two completely different sitcom eras with sharp timing and unexpected warmth. Now 79, he's admired for endurance and for making flawed dads feel unforgettable. Tony Shalhoub turned subtle nuance into must-watch television as Adrian Monk, making anxiety, grief, and brilliance feel honest, yet strangely comforting. The role demanded extreme precision for years, and he carried the series without chasing celebrity, quietly honoring character work over hype. Now 72, he's celebrated for proving gentle, character-driven storytelling can still dominate TV and win hearts. Kim Cattrall made Samantha Jones a pop culture lightning bolt on Sex and the City, pushing TV conversations about confidence, desire, and independence into the mainstream. Off-screen, she faced public conflict and intense media pressure around the franchise, while also suffered a devastating family loss when her brother, Christopher, died in 2018. Now 69, she remains a fearless screen presence and a lasting symbol of unapologetic TV charisma. Mary Tyler Moore became a defining face of American TV, first as Laura Petrie on The Dick Van Dyke Show, then as the independent Mary Richards on The Mary Tyler Moore Show. Off-screen, her smile hid deep battles. She lived for decades with type 1 diabetes and faced complications that affected her vision and health. She also endured heartbreaking losses, including the death of her only son. She died in 2017, aged 80. George Wendt turned Norm Peterson into a comfort character on Cheers, making his simple entrance a running TV tradition. Despite being forever linked to one role, he kept working through guest spots and stage projects with steady professionalism, leaving a legacy as a sitcom staple who defined ensemble comedy. He died peacefully in his sleep on May 20th, 2025, at the age of 76, from cardiac arrest with underlying heart conditions. Michael Gross anchored Family Ties as Stephen Keaton, bringing calm authority and heartfelt humor that helped define the modern TV dad. After the show, he fought the usual sitcom trap by leaning into theater, voice work, and long-running film projects like the Tremors series, proving his range beyond one role. Now 78, he's respected for durability and craft across decades of television. David Duchovny turned Fox Mulder on The X-Files into a generation's obsession, helping make sci-fi mystery feel mainstream and emotionally grounded. Off-screen, his highly public marriage and later divorce played out under intense attention, while he also spoke openly about seeking treatment for sex addiction. Now 65, he continues acting, writing, and recording music, respected for his wit and creative reinvention. Sarah Jessica Parker carried Sex and the City as Carrie Bradshaw, turning a weekly show into a cultural event that influenced fashion, dating talk, and modern TV storytelling. The spotlight brought constant scrutiny, every look and life choice judged in real time. Yet she kept the role human and relatable. Now 60, she's built a steady legacy as an actress-producer and a defining face of HBO-era television. Christopher Meloni built a fierce TV legacy as Elliot Stabler on Law and Order SVU, bringing raw intensity and moral conflict that kept viewers hooked for years. He faced a major career turning point when he abruptly exited the show, then rebuilt his TV identity through bold roles and eventually returning to the character in a new series. Now 64, he's praised for durability and one of television's most iconic detectives. Steve Carell reshaped modern comedy as Michael Scott on The Office, turning awkward cringe into something oddly tender and deeply human. Leading a show that grew into a cultural obsession brought pressure, especially when he chose to exit and let the ensemble carry the legacy forward. Now 63, he's credited with influencing a generation of sitcom tone, pacing, and heart. Lisa Kudrow turned Phoebe Buffry into a TV original, odd, tender, and secretly wise, helping Friends become a global comfort show. Before that breakthrough, she faced setbacks and rejection in early TV attempts, then rebuilt her confidence through improv and smart comedy choices. Now 62, she's respected for expanding beyond sitcom fame into acclaimed producing and sharp, character-driven series work. James Gandolfini rewired modern TV as Tony Soprano, making a mob boss a painfully human lead and launching the prestige drama era. He struggled immensely with the immense pressure of fame, constant scrutiny, and weight of the cultural phenomenon, leading to private battles. He died suddenly in 2013 at 51 from a heart attack, but his work continues to set the standard for layered antiheroes and remains an enduring legacy. Michael J. Fox became a television phenomenon as Alex P. Keaton on Family Ties, mixing quick wit with surprising heart and helping define a generation of sitcom energy. At the height of his stardom, his life changed when he was diagnosed with Parkinson's disease, yet he kept acting and speaking openly. Now 64, his advocacy has transformed public awareness and inspired millions. With his bright smile, effortless charm, and impeccable comedic timing, Dick Van Dyke became a television icon through The Dick Van Dyke Show. His energy and warmth made him beloved across generations. Now 99 years old, he remains active and admired as one of TV's most enduring legends. William Shatner's commanding presence, confident voice, and charismatic looks made him unforgettable as Captain Kirk on Star Trek. He became a cultural phenomenon, shaping sci-fi television for decades. Now 94, he continues to act, write, and inspire fans with his humor, curiosity, and remarkable longevity. Alan Alda's warm smile, sharp wit, and natural charisma made him unforgettable as Hawkeye Pierce on MASH star. His blend of humor and heartfelt emotion set a new standard for TV storytelling. Now 89, He remains admired for his intelligence, kindness, and lifelong dedication to the arts. Bob Newhart's deadpan delivery, gentle wit, and unmistakable stammer made him a comedy icon on The Bob Newhart Show. His unique style defined an era of smart, understated humor. He passed away on July 18, 2024, at 96, and remains cherished as one of television's most original comedic voices. Carol Burnett's expressive face, impeccable timing, and fearless comedy turned The Carol Burnett Show into a television landmark. Her joyful sketches and musical parodies shaped generations of performers. Now 92, she continues to inspire audiences with her grace, humor, and groundbreaking legacy. Barbara Eden's sparkling blue eyes, radiant smile, and playful elegance turned her into a television sensation as Jeannie in I Dream of Jeannie. Her charm and comedic grace made the show a timeless classic. Now 94, she remains beloved by fans who grew up enchanted by her magical persona. With her bright smile, expressive eyes, and independent spirit, Marlo Thomas captivated audiences as in Marie and That Girl. She became a symbol of the modern, ambitious young woman. Now 88, she continues to advocate, perform, and inspire with her timeless charm and generosity. Henry Winkler's cool swagger, leather jacket, and iconic Fonzie charisma made him a cultural phenomenon on Happy Days. Behind the role was a warm, generous actor loved by fans. Now 80, he continues acting with the same heart and humor that defined his early stardom. Ron Howard's boyish grin and gentle demeanor made him beloved as Opie on The Andy Griffith Show and Richie on Happy Days. He later became a celebrated filmmaker. Now 71, he remains one of Hollywood's most respected talents, admired for his creativity and humility. Lily Tomlin's sharp wit, expressive face, and fearless humor made her a breakout star on Laugh-In. Her quirky characters and clever satire earned her generations of devoted fans. Now 86, she continues performing with the same intelligence, warmth, and comedic brilliance that defined her early career. Lee Major's rugged good looks, calm confidence, and heroic presence made him a household name in The $6 Million Man. His role as Steve Austin became a pop culture landmark. Now 86, he continues to appear on screen, cherished for his classic action star charisma. Patrick Duffy's friendly smile, tall stature, and gentle demeanor won audiences over as Bobby Ewing on Dallas. He became one of TV's most recognizable leading men of the 70s and 80s. Now 76, he remains active, admired for his warmth and long-lasting connection with fans. John Amos' strong screen presence, expressive intensity, and heartfelt performances made him unforgettable as James Evans Sr. on Good Times. He brought depth and dignity to every scene. He passed away on August 21, 2024 at 86, and continues to be respected for his powerful roles and his lasting impact on American television. Loretta Swit's expressive eyes, sharp wit, and emotional depth made her unforgettable as Major Hot Lips Houlihan on MASH star. Her performance added both humor and heart to the series. She passed away on May 30th, 2025 at 87, and continues to be celebrated for her strength, compassion, and groundbreaking TV legacy. Stefanie Powers' radiant beauty, bright energy, and effortless sophistication made her a star as Jennifer Hart on Heart to Heart. Her chemistry with co-star Robert Wagner became TV legend. Now 83, she remains respected for her grace, talent, and decades of dedicated work in the arts. Jerry Mather's innocent smile, expressive eyes, and natural boyish charm made him a beloved figure as the Beaver on Leave It to Beaver. He became one of America's most iconic child actors. Now 77, he continues to connect with fans who grew up watching his wholesome, timeless performances. Joyce DeWitt's bright smile, gentle charm, and natural comedic timing made her beloved as Janet Wood on Three's Company. Her grounded presence balanced the show's wild humor perfectly. Now 76, she remains a favorite among classic TV fans who still adore her relatable, down-to-earth style. Erin Gray's striking beauty, poised presence, and confident charm made her unforgettable as Colonel Wilma Deering in Buck Rogers in the 25th Century. She became one of TV's most iconic sci-fi heroines. Now 75, she remains admired for her elegance, strength, and lasting fan appeal. With her striking beauty, warm smile, and graceful strength, Lynda Carter became a TV icon as Wonder Woman. Her portrayal defined the character for generations. Now 74, she remains admired for her talent, elegance, and lasting influence as one of television's most beloved heroines. Kent McCord's clean-cut looks, calm demeanor, and steady screen presence made him widely admired as Officer Jim Reed on Adam, 12. He became a symbol of integrity on classic television. Now 83, he remains appreciated by fans who remember his warm, trustworthy performance. With his expressive features, comedic charm, and lovable innocence, Baer Jr. became a fan favorite as Jethro Bodine on the Beverly Hillbillies. His humor and timing helped make the show a cultural phenomenon. Now 87, he remains appreciated as one of classic TV's most memorable comedic actors. Linda Evans' striking beauty, soft voice, and poised demeanor brought her widespread fame in series like The Big Valley before she became a household name with Dynasty. Her elegant screen presence defined an era of primetime drama. Now 83, she is fondly remembered as one of television's most glamorous leading ladies. With her warm smile, graceful presence, and calm authority, June Lockhart became beloved by TV audiences through Lassie and Lost in Space. Her nurturing on-screen roles made her a comforting figure for generations of families. She passed away on October 23, 2025 at 100, and remains admired as one of classic television's most enduring and elegant icons. Shirley Jones' radiant smile, warm voice, and natural grace made her a beloved presence on television as the matriarch in the Partridge Family. Her charm and musical talent captivated viewers throughout the early 70s. Now 91, she remains admired as one of classic TV's most elegant and versatile performers. Sally Field's youthful energy, expressive face, and irresistible charm made her a standout in early series like Gidget and The Flying Nun. She quickly became one of the most recognizable young stars of the late 60s. Now 79, she is celebrated for her remarkable career and enduring emotional depth on screen. Danny DeVito, born November 17, 1944, beloved actor known for Taxi and Matilda. At 80, he manages some mobility issues but stays active in acting. His humor, warmth, and resilience keep him an enduring fan favorite. Angie Dickinson, born September 30, 1931, iconic actress of Policewoman and Rio Bravo. At 93, she faces the challenges of aging, including declining eyesight and limited mobility. Despite these struggles, she remains a beloved Hollywood legend, remembered for her elegance and groundbreaking career. Michael J. Fox, born June 9, 1961, became a household name in Back to the Future. At 64, he continues to lead Parkinson's awareness efforts with humor, insight, and relentless optimism. Kathleen Turner, born June 19, 1954, became iconic for Romancing the Stone and Peggy Sue Got Married. Now 70, she battles rheumatoid arthritis but remains a force on stage and in advocacy. Jeff Bridges, born December 4, 1949, acclaimed actor of Crazy Heart and The Big Lebowski. He faced lymphoma in 2020 and later battled COVID-19, enduring a difficult recovery. Now 75, he is back to acting, admired for his resilience, strength, and inspiring comeback. Helen Mirren, born July 26, 1945, Oscar winner for The Queen and a celebrated British icon. Now 80, she maintains good health with no major illnesses reported. Still active in films, she embodies vitality, elegance, and enduring star power. Daniel Day-Lewis, born April 29, 1957, known for transformative roles in Lincoln and There Will Be Blood. Now 68, he retired in 2017, citing health concerns and exhaustion. While away from the screen, his career remains unmatched in artistry and dedication. Al Pacino, born April 25, 1940, legendary star of The Godfather and Scarface. At 85, he has faced hearing loss from decades on set, but remains active in both film and theater. His enduring passion for acting continues to inspire generations of performers. Ollie McGraw, born April 1, 1939, unforgettable star of Love Story. Now 86, she has survived ovarian cancer and endured multiple health challenges. Despite hardships, she embraces life with resilience, focusing on wellness and advocacy work. Anthony Hopkins, born December 31, 1937, acclaimed star of The Silence of the Lambs. At 87, he has openly spoken about overcoming alcoholism earlier in life. And diagnosed with Asperger's in 2017, he continues to thrive through film, music, and art. Thanks for spending this time with Golden Flame Star. If these TV legends brought back a smile or a bittersweet memory, leave a comment and tell us which show you never missed. Their stories remind us that behind every familiar face was a real life of triumphs, setbacks, and courage. Don't forget to like, subscribe, And join us next time as we keep honoring the stars who helped shape our best nights in front of the TV.